Okay, guys. Welcome to my patch 9.1 patch note rundown. I'm live in Vegas for CES, so my setup is going to be a little bit janky. Audio and video wise, it's not going to be the same, but you guys will deal with it like you deal with everything else. Cool. Welcome one and all to the first patch of 2019. We hope the holidays treat you well and you rest up ready for the fresh new legal year. Onto it. On top, you'll see a special section for Callisto, Orange, Sejuani. All of you have been much stronger in pro play than regular play. In 3 cases, we're reducing the utility offer to coordinate teams and offering them strength that's less tied to perfect timing, positioning, or communication. That's a side note. That's really scary because that's what they said about Galio, and they just made them broken completely. And from there, we move on to the bulk of our champion changes, which feature direct buffs to a bunch of marksmen. In each case, we accentuate the unique strengths or high moments they're picked for, but the impetus for all of them is the same. Marksman a whole and the 2018 in a rough spot. We got some item work in the patches to come. It's 9.1 isn't the end of the road recovery. After that, the balance updates wrap up with rune adjustments against, including a usability buff to Halo Blades for champions with attack resets. Oh god, I can't even talk today. Okay, at the very beginning. Callista, Orange, Sedge. So, Callista, not in a great spot right now. Base AD growth, attack speed growth increased. W, O-Sworn AD bonus removed. Q damage increased. E damage is less to epic monsters. Okay. So, they made her stronger, less tied to her O-Sworn for damage. They increased the pierce damage by quite a bit. And then they ended up having Ren be less able to secure Baron or Dragon as an You know what? I like that. I think that's pretty good. I think any Callisto player would trade off the less objective control for more raw stats in lane. And I hope that she's able to be played, but she's not super OP. That's the ideal. Definitely a lot more buffs than I expected for her. Ornn. So I remember hearing a little bit far back there, where just like Ornn was super OP on release. We nerfed the shit out of him, and then we kept him nerfed for a bit. So what happens? Base durability increases. Ornn's item upgrade at level 13. He can upgrade one item per level at level 14 plus. More upgrades added. Q cost damage slow decreased. W doesn't shield but makes Ornn unstoppable. R slow not okay. Ornn doesn't have a lanky as a track record of his competitive problem. He's suddenly shown strong results. Got it. Reducing the strengths and investing power into Ornn's passive. Super problematic balance issue, I'm already saying, because that sounds really bad. Anyways, let's keep going. So they increase health growth, increase health regen, increased health regen growth, increased armor growth, increased base AD. So he's just straight up better in lane. Got it. We're now getting 10% additional armor and MR from items. Wow, he just has a free steroid again. That's random that they just gave him a free defensive steroid. I guess his offshoots the fact that his W no longer gives a shield, but not what I expected. At level 13, any upgradable item Ornn owns or purchases for the next rest of the game is upgraded for free. Okay? At each level from 14 onwards, Ornn can upgrade one of his allies' upgradable items by getting within 600 range of them and clicking on them. Okay? Ornn can upgrade new items. Wow. Oh, what is the average gold cost of the upgrade? So, what would it cost to give you 20 AD and 7 lethality? That's like what? 800 gold to 1,000 gold? So, at level 14, he gives his one carry or one person on the team a 1k gold lead. At 14, 15, 16, 17. Bork looks nuts. That seems pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. Most games don't go this late, but if the meta ever slows down, like I think that part of the thing about this patch is they wanted to lower the damage done. Stuff like this and stuff like Gathering Storm become better every time this happens. So this is already going to be a huge balance issue. What else? The Ornn shield no longer happens. I like that he's unstoppable again. I really thought that was a cool part of his kit. He has 2 seconds on cooldown for his W. Shut the Lily Peach, you shut. Oh, okay. Okay. No. Anyways, um, so they lowered the cooldown Bella's breath by 2 seconds. Got it. The duration decreased by 0.25. Takes quicker. The self slow is less. That's nice. And Brittle proc does. Whoa, 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 whoa. The damage is 12 to 20%. What the? That's so much damage. Wait, what? He got 5% more damage on his W at 1. If Q pill is about to expire when Orin casts E, now lasts until Orin's E dashes. Okay. The mana cost got reduced by 15, and the mana cost on Q got reduced by 15. Wow. Okay. So, or by 10. So you're just gonna be maxing W and doing damage as opposed to being tanky. Still gonna be scaling super well with CDR. Oh, and the ulti travels faster based on distance travel. I like that. I think that's smart. The traveling full speed was maybe a little bit too strong. 1 second on the first enemy hit, 0.5 on enemies past the first hit because it's too OP. Okay. Orange seems like he does a lot more damage. I'm really worried about the balance issues of his passive right now, but maybe the game doesn't last long enough for him to really be able to show it. And maybe he does just not able to lane, even though he does more damage, he's not really tanky anymore. Initial stats are a little worried about his balance for his passive, but seems okay. Sedge. So Sedge is powerful pro, weaken regular. What do they do? Increase health growth by quite a bit. Base armor increase, armor growth increase, base MR increased. Wow, she got 5 base MR? What? Where's Orin's base MR? And I thought he had the same problem. What? They had higher MR growth? What? Oh, I don't even think she's weak. That weak? Like, why is she getting these? Her passive extends for 1 more second. Gives. Oh, but only bonus armor in Mars, so she's no longer super tanky initially. I like this. I think that her passive was super OP. It made it really efficient to stack health on her. Base damage got higher with her Q. Okay, that's okay. W damage got higher. Permafrost. 1 second to all ranks. Range got reduced by 250. Wait, her damage while shattering them is 200. I think it's okay. She got armor MR because her passive that was so strong got nerfed. I think her numbers are really high. Like, if they're going to go do this, I wouldn't have buffed her numbers that much. I don't think she needs a Q buff, for instance. I don't know if she needs... She seems to have gotten a lot of numbers buffs across the board. Seems really, really strong. Like, really, really strong. 240 on Q base. Really surprised by all the base stats that she got, for sure. I still think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be even better with this. She loses a little consistency in her passive, for sure, and her ulti. But the trade-off is the fact that she is just going to be stronger early, right? Okay. Ashe. E grants assists if enemies were previously shown. Okay. And that's cool. That's actually really nice. And Ranger's Q focus now flashes Q when castable max size. Okay. Jinx. W cast time now scales with attack speed. What? I think the one thing people don't realize is that Zap is really quick. Like, does a lot of damage. They buffed Zap's damage a while back ago, and it does like gigantic damage. It's just again hard to use because of the long delay. 0.4 seconds is actually really, really nice. The problem is I don't necessarily know if this will do much to help her. I definitely don't think Jinx's identity is like, oh my god, I zapped that guy. Holy shit, I'm playing Jinx. And I think that's what they wanted to do with ADs. I see Jinx more of like a person who rotates between her Q as opposed to focuses on her zap. So I think it's really strange for her to focus specifically on that. And sure, it's not a DPS. I'm not gonna say it's a bad buff. I just think that I thought that they were gonna focus more on her actual identity than randomly her W. Jace, QE cannot be buffered. Wait, I think that's really nice. I'm not a Jace player. I think that that's nice. I'm not sure. Cat, E teleports immediately. Cast time now entirely. Post teleport. Hextech Gunblade active can now be buffered. Ooh, okay. That's super nice. I've had a lot of situations where actually the E cast time is really lame. So, but you can now do it to the point where you can dodge a lot of stuff with E. It's really, really, really nice. Like this is a huge quality life buff for a cat. I approve. The only other quality life buff I would do would be maybe have an indicator to see when her dagger on the floor is running out. I think it's kind of hard to know, even if you're playing a lot of cat when it runs out. Aside from that, the really good quality life change. She's still not going to be great, but it's going to be nice. I think right now Cat has to play a lot of lanes to do well, and this will help her toward outplaying lanes. Q, Nasus, Q stacks from large kills increased. So it affects champions, large minions, or large monster kills. So it affects cannon minion. Okay. Don't really mind it. I don't think you're going to be able to get too much in most games. Like at best, the best game I could see you getting plus 30. You know, or like plus like 100 at best. Like maybe like 50? I don't know. I just don't see it happening that much. Sivir, champion hits don't reduce Q damage. Not what I expected with Sivir. I think she's okay. I think it's fine. Small quality life buff. So Chess hit 1K stacks on 30 minutes of PvE. Maybe it's actually a big deal. Cannon spawn every 4 waves, right? And then every 3 later. Maybe 12 per cannon does matter a lot. Maybe 100 stacks extra a game. Maybe the Nasus buff is more than that, bigger than I thought. I don't play much Nasus. I think I undervalued it initially. I think it's okay. It's nice. It'll help a lot, especially in situations where you can't punish Nasus for farming. Sivir's nice. Vayne, Q cooldown. Oh, God. Okay. This is fucking nuts. Like, I can't believe they have this in the game. Like, I think having a 25% cooldown reduction on her ulti or her Q while her ulti is active would be nice. Like, that would be, like, great. Wow, what a buff. 50%. What the well, I mean, if you ever want to match Kai'Sa, like, a lot of times Vayne gets called, like, shitty Kai'Sa. Now she has a very clear defined role. When her ult's going, she is going to roll over your team. Xayah root duration increased. It's nice. And Zyra, WQ and EW combos can be buffered. Okay. Nice quality of life buff. Jungle items. Can now reduce gold received from minions if their owner has too much minion gold. So they added Monster Hunter gold penalty back on unenchanted jungle items. I think that's nice. It's just to discourage gold funneling, right? I don't mind that. I honestly don't like funneling in the game. It just sucks because I know there's gonna be situations where it hurts actively the jungler, but I prefer that situation than a situation where funnel exists in any way, shape, or form. That's just personal opinion, though. I don't know if that's best for the game, and it's very rare I make that kind of statement. Very, very rare. Hail Blades. Attack speed bonus. Higher early, lower attack. Lower late. Attack resets no longer consume a stack. Uh, Attack resets no longer consume a stack is really good. And it's benefit early is really nice. 110. I think at some point Halo Blades is going to get buffed too much to be like bad. I think we're approaching that point right now. 110 attack speed no longer consumes attack speed no longer consumes a stack. People are gonna want it, and it's gonna take. It's gonna be nice. Rune sets attack speed rune set increased. Even attack speed focused champions have been taking adaptive force in the offensive slot, buffing attack speed rune to be more appealing. 1%. Eesh. I mean, that's like a, what, 11% buff? So I guess statistically it's not bad. 1% is... It's nice, I guess. Sure. Movements... Celerity movement speed multiplier increased. I think 8 to 10% is going to matter. Maybe 8 to 12% might get people to use it. Celerity right now, I think, is a terrible rune. One of the worst runes in the game at the moment. The damage you get is not worth it. Speed multiplier is not worth it either. Shield Bash. Actually, I thought this rune would be super OP on release. Turned out to be a pretty big dud. So they're performing well for tanks next to the max health ratio. Would be a good option for other shield users. So they buffed it from 5 to 30 early. Are people like who's gonna take this outside Victor? And even then, is Victor gonna take this? Maybe this is just like a tank only thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. I can't evaluate Shield Bash correctly. The way I see Shield Bash is generally speaking, maybe on situational champs like Mordekaiser and Urgot, they'll take it. But even Urgot, it's weird. I think it's okay now, but I still don't think it's a super OP rune. Local goal proximity on turn takedown increased. Additional radius for assists added. Champions 2500 rage. Now counter local turret gold. That's nice, but sometimes I like to pass off the turret gold fully to my AD, and I can't do that anymore, or like my other champions. So that's kind of bad for me in that situation. Turret play on your work like this? Ooh, okay. Odds have to back up earlier to create sufficient distance. Sure, I don't. I guess it's okay. Like I don't have any really strong opinion on this matter, to be honest. Maybe it's better for it to be in the game. I don't think it will matter too much, in my opinion. So now you can ping these new abilities. These abilities are detailed. Yeah. Bug fixes. Yeah. And nice skins. Blood Moon Sivir? Blood Moon Aatrox. Blood Moon Pike? Okay, that's actually a cool skin. Looking over the patch, Halo Blade is something really interesting to look at. I think it's something that's definitely going to be on people's radars. I think the Vayne buff is the really, really interesting thing to look at. I think you potentially overbuff Vayne with this. We'll see. The tumble cooldown doesn't start till Vayne fires the powered auto attack. It's something to keep in mind, but I think this might be too strong for Vayne. Nasus buff is something to keep your eyes on. I don't play enough Nasus to know, but hearing the fact that Surge has got 1,000 stacks in 30 minutes or something is kind of insane. The cap buff is really, really nice. Quality of life buff, I think, perfect. Jinx bugs I'm a little bit confused about because I don't necessarily know if I think of that. And I think Sedge got overbuffed here. With Ornn, I'm not sure. But Sedge, I think, probably got overbuffed. Okay, let's do the important thing. Okay, So they just announced the champion today, Sylas, the Unshackled. So the thing about Sylas, what I saw is he could steal ultis. I didn't see anything else. I saw a little bit of his teaser trailer. Let's look at Sylas. After casting a spell, Sylas' next basic auto whirls his chains around, damaging nearby foes. Okay, that seems really basic. So essentially, you'll be spell auto, spell auto, spell auto, spell auto. Do maximum damage. Okay. Really, really straightforward. Has been done before. No big deal. Got it. Q. Lashes out of chains, dealing damage, slowing enemies briefly. After a brief delay, the intersection of chains detonates, applying increased slow damaging enemies again. Okay. Oh, it's got a mini delay in the middle. Okay, I wasn't really sure what it meant when it said that. Helps a lot if you have people CC'd initially. But I don't necessarily know if the rest of the kit will work out well. What's this? Kingslayer. Launches at a target a powerful strike, dealing them and healing himself. If the enemy is at low life, the damage is increased. What is the heal? What? Like 30% to 60? Maybe that's just like max rank. I don't really know. Seems really strong in melee matchups because it seems like it's very like low range focused. We'll see. It's a sustain oriented build. Ascend, abduct. Dash a short distance and shields himself. And for a short time, he recasted this with chains, stunning, damaging, and pulling themselves in the next enemy hit. Okay. You good? Okay. Reaction. Got it. Okay. Looks pretty normal. Thoughts, generally speaking, that you can get 2 passive props from your E because they're technically 2 separate abilities. Probably true. Not quite sure. Oh, this is the good one. Steals the enemy's ult for his own use. This is sick. Like, really, really cool. I also like that it's a skill shot, so it can't be super hard to use. It's a good counterplay around it. And then you can steal anyone's ulti. Like, just nice. Very solid. Really cool. I like the idea of ulti stealer. It will make him very, very, very hard to play against if you don't keep track of what ultis he can possibly take. Wait, it's not a skill shot? Oh. Maybe too strong. We'll see. We'll see. I am surprised that it's not a skill shot. Let's see what the play like Sylas is. Wow. Q cooldown looks relatively short. I like the idea of like fucking cool ass dude in chains. He's against the government or the patriarchy. I don't super care about his lore. I like the fact that he's already seems somewhat iconic, jailbreak kind of guy in chains. I like it. I also think that his ulti steal is just sick. I love that it's possible in the game to be able to do unique stuff like that. And I'm hoping it's not a huge balance, just complete shit show nightmare, so that I can see him in pro play. Huh. That's pretty much it. New champion looks sick.